Hi dear everyone, thank you for choosing this particular video to click on. As I'm sure you saw in the title slash the thumbnail, I decided to try out the strategy where you basically hit every mirror once. I did combine this with my usual strategy, so I did not take a picture immediately. If you would like to see a strategy where I do take a picture immediately, I will leave it a little information bubble or annotations. I'm sure you know what that means. In the top right corner. So basically I saw the first survivor, I took a picture, and I didn't go and double hit her as I would in a normal other match when I'm using my basic usual strategy. Instead I decided to give a try to this other method of playing, which is basically the point of it is to hit every mirror or hit every survivor, but like basically that's most likely will be a mirror that you hit one time. So when photo word ends, they will have that little unhealable damage, so they all will be one hits for you. This of course is much easier to do on smaller maps, and of course it requires like perfect knowledge of spawns. I feel like the way I do it, like not taking it pick immediately, it does help because most of the survivors you will find near a cipher or on a cipher, as you see this priestess now. So it will make it easier if you use that, but of course it still has the danger of the cipher rush. I sadly couldn't share anyone. I didn't really have the time in PhotoWord because of walking around to hit everyone, and this strategy can very easily fail, sadly, as let's say there is just one character who starts healing mirrors, then like one or two of the survivors mirror will be already healed, and it basically defeats the whole purpose, because this strategy builds on, I feel like at least, um, not being able to save at all, and like no matter who you find, the time like you down them, then that's it, like the team can't do anything unless they have like I don't know, gardener's bubble to save, or like a 3 stack from enchantress, or like some method of other method of saving instead of taking a regular hit. So I feel like it definitely has matches when it can work super well, but it can also have matches where it just fails completely and gives you a disadvantage because of not sharing anyone photo word, let's say, or maybe they heal and like you could have like double hit them and then they only had time for one heal, but this time only one hit was done, so they could like heal them fully. Here, of course, it worked out. I don't know why Gravekeeper decided to come. Maybe like he thought like I will hit him out of the ground. But I learned this when I started maining Gravekeeper, like I think like 2 years ago, that like the best thing for you as a survivor, for the hunter to do, is hit you out of the ground, because then it's basically a free save. So if you're a hunter main and going against Gravekeeper, only hit him out of the ground when you're chasing the Gravekeeper himself, not letting him get out with a save. So that's just a little thing to note. Try not to um, give out free saves even when they just go to the ground and see. So see, I did manage to double hit both the Rescuer and the Enchantress, so both of them went down, and Seer and the Gravekeeper were still having that little one chip damage, so they cannot get the save. Unless, of course, Seer uses his owl, which is completely a valid method, so that might also be a factor that can ruin this strategy. But I would say it can work pretty well. As you can see in this match, it did work out very nicely. They mostly couldn't really heal. As you can see, only the survivors who were downed before had a chance of healing. And I feel like this method of playing, this method can be like a fun thing to do, maybe for like a challenge, but I wouldn't say this is a correct way for you to get consistent wins with, because I feel like it depends on so many things for it to work, that I don't think it always worth the trouble. So instead, maybe I said it a million times, try these two main strategies like I talked about a million times on my channel. One of them, of course, is the classic early photo taking strategy where you just go around the spawns and try to hit as many people as you can. So that can be, if it works for you, that's a great strategy. Also, the other one, if you are not really the best at finding mirror images, maybe when they are still hiding, of course, at the early game, then maybe you should give a try to the strategy I'm using, where it's basically you take a picture later, and only when you already have one secure survivor in your vision area at, before taking a picture, so you can take the picture, get that first presence unlocked, and it will be a bit easier, I think. But of course, then you have to consider the risk of Cypher Rush, because they will have more chance to decode that way. I did mention everything about these two strategies in my JoJo Masterclass series, the part about which strategy would I recommend. They are all listed, both of them, and what their advantages and disadvantages are, so you can decide for yourself which is more worthy. And additionally, the first video I posted this year was actually combining these two strategies and creating like a hybrid strategy, I would say, because it is taking a picture immediately as you start the match, so you just stop decoding as in a usual strategy match. But you still go around based on the spawns, and hopefully that will give you a little more time before they can finish the cipher. So if you would like to check some new strategies for JoJo, make sure to check out those two videos, because I feel like those three, three strategies that could be like really viable depending on both your phone's performance, because of course it matters if how good your ping is, and also which one of the three is more appealing to you. So as I said, this strategy, like this one-hit method thingy, did work out in this match pretty well, but I wouldn't say it like works like this all the time, so just take this with a grain of salt. It won't actually give you these results every time, but when the survivors are not prepared for this, and they don't have maybe like a healer, because of course having a doctor in the team would like ruin this strategy like to the core, like it would not stand a chance. But yeah, if you guys use this strategy, feel free to leave a comment and share your experiences with it. Maybe you have like a little way of changing it up and making it more viable against different teams. So yeah, I'm interested to hear if you have anything in connection with JoJo strategies. Alright, enough about that. I did use Judge for this lovely match. I know I rarely use him. I try to use higher tier skins when my ping allows, because it's kind of hit or miss a lot of times, because I'm not sure if the skin or the accessory is the one making it lag, or it's just the game's terrible ping itself. So I really am trying most of the time. Right now I'm able to use A skins a lot of times. With A accessories, I feel like that's still alright, but I have to use my mobile data, not my Wi-Fi. I don't know, like they should be the same speed, around the same speed, according to the data, but the game doesn't behave like they are the same. So yeah, I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, also you guys seem to have voted out of the 3 video ideas I posted in community tab. Feel free to check it out if you haven't already. That I do a video where I complete one of those who's your IV husband or boyfriend quiz or whatever. So yeah, that's something fun we can look forward to. If I don't get JoJo as the answer or like the result, I will be so mad. Like imagine after like 3 years of playing only JoJo, I don't get him as my whatever quiz boyfriend. Alright, that will be a fun video, I think. So yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to that also. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss it. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye bye!